anything that gets the juices flowing, like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, over the 12th man, and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Texas A&M Aggies. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first. From inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Shakes off the defender. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. You don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Bussey. Under fire. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, it's so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. Four-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
There he goes! Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. You want to create favorable matchups, and the angle route against the backer is a good way to do it.
Yeah, and especially if you're going to run man-to-man, that's hard. That's hard for a linebacker to run with a fast tailback. But if I can play a little bit more zone and stay in my zone and anticipate the quarterback throwing that route, makes it a little bit easier to defend in the future.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback, after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Rides the back on the option again. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Finds his big tight end. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take
lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Going right to work up top. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching the football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jacobs. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Handoff from the gun. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to the R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Yeah, in third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Got it in the middle, it's Jacobs. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
South Carolina.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Bussey. Here's a hit. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Aggies are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Moss. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Grab behind the line. It's Concepcion. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Scrambling away. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of the rush.
Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggie. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bennett. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
To the air, it's Sellers. Throws to the back. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing it away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now we see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Motion from the wide receiver. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up for it.
Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a top 5 battle with enormous ramifications all across football. Here's the latest. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. They're trailing by 11 to Oklahoma. We will circle back if anything anything big happens in this top 5 matchup you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions in the first half of this game. He's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere. An absolute ball.
From the gun. Caught near the sideline. It's Moss.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's got him this time. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the 2nd half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half. They've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes the grab deep. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And on the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
With the catch, it's Moss. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Reed. Unloads it downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Offense in an empty set. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bennett. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Snap of this drive will come from the 46. Making side adjustments here. They'll send the back in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Complete downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station. And they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows that gives them a chance to play on Sundays. And this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
It'll be a draw. Knocked off his feet.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
This is a designed run. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the punishment has been extended. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way home.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Leaves it with the back. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Got his man quickly. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
To the air, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. And the Physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking to throw again. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. He'll take a deep shot here. It's caught. And what a... to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win. But this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense with jumbo personnel. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's Moss. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Punt is on its way. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Harbor. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down on this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Looking for a man, it's Sellers. Fires to the middle. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off-play action on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to the ground. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. To the ground with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Snagged in the middle. It's Hunt. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lets it fly. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bennett. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Harbor. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Catch in the middle. It's Jacobs.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking left. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
To the air on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be 4th down. That leaves him with a tough 4th down situation. You'd love to just chip into the lead, but at this point, a touchdown's what you're at.
And I think it just clears up the decision-making later in the game. But I think you stay aggressive here. You try to get the touchdown. You're not going to have very many opportunities like this left in this ball game in the 4th quarter.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He'll pull it on the read. Strong, firm tackle.
If I was the play caller in this offense, I would dial up plays like that a little bit more often. I love the QB-designed run game, especially with this guy, because he's special in the open field. He can make people miss. He can show you speed, and he showed you on that big gain right there.
And the Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
They punt it away on 4th down. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Working that wide receiver screen. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where's the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
He tries to take the top off. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Right back to it. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.